benefit of yoga if you do come out. I'm on the ocean front. When you come out with me, we start out with meditation and we end with meditation.
Okay. Wow. This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black entrepreneurship, politics, news, and events in Hampton Roads and beyond.
When I say black, y'all say Wall Street. Black
Wall Street.
Black Wall Street. When I say black, y'all say Wall Street. Black.
And now, here's your host, Blair Durham.
Greetings. Welcome to this 37th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. Today's focus, the business of fitness. It's the perfect follow-up to last week's show for foodie favorites. I am just, actually, before we get underway, I want to say thank you so much to the faithful fans of this show. I have been meeting you all in person, the most humbling experience ever. I'm so glad that the show is a blessing to you. And I do want to urge you as well to join the online conversation at Black Wall Street Today and at Black Brand Biz on Facebook and Instagram. Like our pages, share our content. Let us know that you are engaging with the show. We really appreciate that. And so, our very first guest is a Navy veteran. Her name is Linnea Johnson, and she is the owner of Firm 717, and she's a specialist in the art of movement, yoga instruction, and wellness. After transitioning out of the Navy, Linnea became a licensed educator and is now teaching both middle school and college courses. She's a proponent for mindfulness and clarity for daily wellness, which inspired a morning vinyasa practice on the beach. This daily practice became the inspiration for Firm 717. Welcome to the show, Linnea. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me today, Blair.
It's a blessing to have you. So I want to get into, when I meet people that are in the yoga and the mindfulness space, I wonder, how did you get there? That moment of clarity when you knew that's the thing that I'm going to do.
It was something that I've done for years that has helped me in many, many different situations. It was one of those things where I just kept working on my own. I was a small business owner, and then I just had to transition to do it full time. And it came out of being an educator, using my talent in the classroom, and then seeing how I could help other people, even though I was doing it at home by myself initially. Mm-hmm. Once I started to see how it helped other people. And I actually had a friend, believe it or not, who on the ocean front one morning, he had an injury in his knee. And I just said, come on out. We'll stretch it out and we'll get you together. Mm-hmm. He came out. We did yoga for about an hour. And then he started coming out daily. And then other people just started to join, and other people started to join. And it was one of those things that after an injury, I had no idea how much I had helped him until he told me, you saved my life. I don't know that I could have used my leg again after the injury, and the yoga helped, circulation, helped the blood flow. The doctor had no idea what I was doing to heal so rapidly, and it was the yoga. And again, I had no idea. I was just like, come on out, let me help.
Doing what it was you had learned.
Right. And that's what motivated me to open a business once I saw how I could impact other people's lives, and once I saw the gratitude that other people felt just from learning yoga from me, yoga from other institutions, but just coming with me as a community and starting my business. And it's just been fantastic since then. But it started out with just that one friend that I was trying to help.
What a blessing. I have a friend from college who has now gotten into the yoga space, and she has a studio and teaches a number of classes and things like that. And I just remember how centered she seemed even in college. She was just one of those really peaceful people, just remarkably peaceful. Is that a quality that you feel like you kind of embodied even before you got into yoga, or did yoga help you find that?
Before yoga, absolutely not.
A train wreck? Like most
I wouldn't quite say a train wreck, but I definitely wasn't a calm and peaceful person. I was angry a lot. Yoga helped me to eliminate that anger in my life. Who needs to walk around with that every day? And why? And yoga helped me to understand more about the present moment. You can't stress or complain if you're in the present moment. What are you worrying about in the present moment? What are you possibly stressing about in the present moment?
That is so good.
So
Yeah,
I think just learning how to
in
stay in the present moment, it does help you to eliminate that stress and that worry that we often walk around with. And there are far too many of us walking around with it.
Yeah. I don't know if we live in an age or a time or a culture where, stress is almost popular. But I'm super grateful for people like you who help remind us to engage in right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Because what's more important than right now?
Well, what else is there?
Exactly.
Really, than right now.
Exactly. And when you take that and you actually apply it to your everyday life, I think it absolutely, positively helps you to come back to who you really are.
Let's break down what may be some lingering, maybe some misconceptions about what yoga is and how it works. Because I know our community maybe hasn't necessarily embraced yoga fully as an exercise, as an art form. Talk to me about kind of what yoga is. And what does it look like if I come hang out with you on the beach?
Okay, well, I'll go back to your original comment about the misconceptions.
Yeah.
A big misconception is that you've got to be flexible. You've got to be very thin. You've got to understand what it means to do the split or something like that. Please get
none
that
of that's
out
true.
Please get that out of your head. Please. Please.
Okay.
Will you? Please.
Wait, I'm writing that down. You don't have to be skinny.
Right.
Flexible.
Write that down.
Okay.
The biggest misconception, I think, is that you've, again, got to be flexible, got to be thin, and it's all about the movement. But yoga, in its traditional sense, is about sitting still, meditation, being still, and understanding that your breath is your life force. And again, just sitting still. And if we could take the time to be still more often, I feel like we'll have a better experience, not only of life, but of yoga. If you do come out, I'm on the ocean front. When you come out with me, we start out with meditation and we end with meditation.
Okay. Wow. That in and of itself is powerful. Because I think maybe, and we'll find out from some other folks later, maybe people go into the exercise moment with a degree of, I don't know, anxiety or maybe a little bit of restlessness.
And there's a bit of vulnerability there, absolutely, because you are trusting me to lead you and to guide you. And sometimes that trust requires you to let go of some things and let go of a bit of, again, those misconceptions.
Let me ask you this, because you said something that immediately reminded me of a conversation we had before. You said that it's not about movement, it's not about agility, right? But I know you also told me that you can support yourself with one hand.
I can, but I've been doing that for a while.
Meditation. I mean, come on now.
Well, inversions take practice. Okay. I'll definitely say that. I didn't start out doing yoga and inverting. It took me a while to trust my own body to get to that point. And I did get to that point. And I feel like everyone can if you decide to trust not only yourself, but your body. Your body is so much stronger than we give it credit for.
If you've just tuned in, this is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today. We're having a wonderful conversation with Linnea Johnson, the owner of Firm 717. And we're talking about yoga. The show's focus is the business of fitness. And man, I'm getting an education on what yoga really means. So we talked about what time with you would look like. We talked about starting and ending with meditation. Maybe walk me through now more of the trajectory of yoga. So you just mentioned that inversions take time. Yeah. Absolutely. So they take time. If I'm practicing yoga for a year, 2 years, what gains can I expect to make both mentally and spiritually, I guess, as well as physically? Let's start with mentally. The idea that we walk around and we're often in our heads in the sense that what's going on in our heads is more important
than what's going on outside. There are birds chirping. There are bugs running. There is grass growing. And yet we're constantly in our head. And what's in our head is more important than what's surrounding us. So definitely taking the time to get out of your head. And again, showing appreciation for nature, showing appreciation for the present moment. That in itself helps tremendously with stress, worry, things like that. Because if you're in the present moment, when you think about stress, it's future, what's going to happen or what might happen later.
They're listening in.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you also mentioned spiritually. I think it just gives you a better sense of peace, knowing that you are enough. Can I say that loud?
Please,
you are enough.
Back.
You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. I'll say that again.
Yeah, we struggle with, definitely messages that would suggest, something different.
But you are enough, regardless of the messages that you see or hear. First off, being silent, being still with yourself and understanding who is in there. And then understanding that whoever that is already enough. There is absolutely nothing else that you need to add to you. You're already enough.
That's good.
And there will never be anything else that you need to add. You are already enough. Can we all improve in ways? Of course. But you're already enough. And what you decide to do, fundamentally, when you're born, you are enough. And what you decide to do with that is really on you.
So in yoga, it sounds like, man, this is deep.
It can be. And we haven't even gotten into the physical part
core
yet.
Values here.
Right.
It sounds transformative.
Oh, absolutely.
Those couple of things.
Absolutely. I feel like it's transformative in the sense of the way you look at the world. It's easy to compare yourself to someone. That's the easy part that we've all had to deal with, that we've all, unfortunately, been faced with. Ads, commercials, things telling us constantly that, oh, you need this, or you should buy that, or you should get that, or be like this chick, or be like that guy. Why? For what? Who says? Other than the advertisers, which, of course, they have to do their job, but we also have a job to do, and that's to learn who we really are. And if you have no idea who you really are, how are you going to show up in the world? If you don't know who you really are. Because you have to decide how you show up in the world based on who you are. You have no idea who you are. How are you showing up in the world? Other than just jumping out of the bed and roaming, doing tasks. And that's not living. Completing tasks.
Human doings.
Right.
Wow.
So understanding who you really are, to me, is the biggest takeaway. Because if you're still, you're able to understand that all those things will change. And change is the name of the game. So nothing is permanent. And when we try to expect it to be, that's where we experience suffering and sorrow. So understanding that change is absolutely, positively going to happen all day, every day.
Is this something that is happening experientially in my yoga practice? I'm coming into this consciousness by virtue of practicing breathing. You're not actually saying these things, are you? Or is it a little bit of both?
In a sense. It's a little bit of both. And like I said, we start out with meditation to give you a purpose. Anytime you go to a yoga class, if you haven't set an intention, look around and ask yourself why. But you should be setting an intention not only with your practice, but also with that particular day and that particular moment.
Sure.
So at the beginning of a practice, I feel it's the best to set an intention of what you want to get from that practice. Maybe mentally today, I want to get something. Spiritually tomorrow. Another day, I could just be a physical. But you always want to set an intention of what it is that you plan to gain from that practice.
Okay. I want to do 3 things in the 3 minutes we have left.
Okay.
I'm waiting to answer that question as it relates to the physical, right?
Okay.
Because we're talking about exercise. What can I expect to gain there?
Lean muscle. Yoga definitely helps you gain lean muscle.
Lean muscle.
It also helps with the synovial fluid in the joints by opening and closing, compression, extension. It also helps you gain strength because obviously those muscles, you're now strengthening your core area, which supports your whole body. You're strengthening your spine. which also supports your whole body. And every single muscle in your body will become stronger. I always tell my clients, yoga will help you from the top of your head to the tip of your toes because you are not only gaining strength, but stability. Think about the flow of blood, fresh blood flow that's now going to those tissues. You're helping your circulation. Your heart rate is increasing. So, of course, a healthy heart workout is always fundamental for daily practice.
That's good.
I say the benefits are unlimited if you ask me, but those are just a few that I can name right now.
That's great. So tell me about how your practice operates, just in terms of where could I find you?
Yes, I'm on the Virginia Beach oceanfront tomorrow at 8 a.m., Friday at 8 a.m., and I'll actually be at Buckrow Beach on Friday at 10 a.m. Anyone who wants to come on out, feel free to bring a mat or a towel. I also have mats. And I always say bring something to hydrate. You want to make sure you remain hydrated all day long.
Okay. And then how do I connect with you personally to enroll?
Yes, firm717.com is my website. I'm also on Instagram, firm717, and soon on Facebook, firm717 as well.
Yes, 717, firm 717. Okay.
Yes.
And I can just show up at the oceanfront tomorrow at 8.
Absolutely.
Where are you? Like,
actually on 2nd Street.
Okay.
Behind the Grommet Island Park. Or feel free to head to my website, take a look around, get a little more familiar with who I am, what I do. Come on out. I'd love to see you.
Wow. And this has been super powerful. I've been changed in the moment, right? Just appreciate the time. I've had sort of spurious experiences with yoga, just a few classes here, there. I have my own yoga mat. I have a DVD, but I've not really internalized it as a daily practice. But I certainly see the benefit.
Oh, I hope so. And I hope that your listeners see the benefit, and hopefully they'll join me soon.
Absolutely. I'm sure they will. We're going to have you back in a few weeks.
Yes.
When we talk about alternative medicine, I look forward to another conversation. You're great.
Thank you.
Firm717.com. FIRM717.com to connect with Linnea. Thank you.
Thank you, Blair.
For sure. And when we return, I have several announcements pertinent to events that you might be interested in if you are in the fitness space, and some more special guests. I have a couple of events to share with you. First up is the Ignite Your Passion Conference. It's happening June 26th through 30th in Anaheim, California. Join 14,000 passionate personal trainers, group fitness instructors, owners and managers, mind, body, and nutrition pros, and world-renowned experts from every corner of the globe for the most powerful world industry event. Ignite your passion and transform your future with a 4-day turbocharged adventure into the best opportunities in the fitness industry, including all the new trends, the education you need to set yourself apart from the competition, and enough inspiration to transform your life and the lives of those you serve. For more information, visit www.ideafit.com. That's IDEAFIT.com. Also coming up is the 2019 National Wellness Conference. That's nationalwellness.org, happening October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center in beautiful Kissimmee, Florida. The NWC is a one-of-a-kind event where wellness professionals from a myriad of settings can participate in research-based and best practices, learning opportunities, and intensive skill-building programs. They can develop networking communities, engage in wellness activities for personal growth and renewal, and experience a wellness immersion unlike any other. Again, for more information, visit nationalwellness.org. Also happening here locally this coming Saturday is Black Brand's second quarter general body meeting. Certainly urge you to join us at the NSU Innovation Center, downtown Norfolk. We will feature Miss Akosia Wala, who'll be talking about lean startup methodology. And we'll also feature Randy Williams, who's the owner of Tally and Twine, a national lifestyle brand. He'll be talking to us about crowdfunding. So if you need funding for your business or maybe searching for an innovative way to do it, certainly want to join join us on June 8th at noon at the NSU Innovation Center. You can register at jungenbody.eventbrite.com. jungenbody.eventbrite.com. You can visit our website for more information as well. All right, my next guest, Tiffany Terrell and Winter Winston. They are co-owners of Fitness Plus LLC. Tiffany serves as the business administrator and works as an exercise physiologist, as well as I don't want to ruin this word, kinesiotherapist. There it is. Winter Winston is a licensed physical therapy assistant and kinesiotherapist. Together, they have more than 20 years experience in rehabilitation and therapy. Fitness Plus is dedicated to working with you to design a customized plan to improve your physical well-being through exercise and education. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. This is a huge topic. I really just appreciate the work you're doing. When I look at our community, we need more folks like you all.
Yes.
So
Literally enjoy doing this. Like, it's not about money. It's not about anything else. Like, we really enjoy this.
So this is a thing you would be doing even if...
Right.
It was always our dream to help and see people rehab, get better, heal, things of that nature.
Wow. So talk about the rehabilitation component. Is that the core of your business?
Pretty
rehab?
much. That's our niche. That's what sets us apart from other gyms. That's our motto. We're more than just a gym. We were having, as I'm doing physical therapy with my clients, I would have people come back to me and be like, how do I get into the gym? I don't know what that aspect looks like. I don't want to hurt myself. Or people weren't paying their co-pays. They were too high, so they couldn't continue their program, and they would be doing stuff on their own, and they would end up hurting themselves. And then they would come back to us. So it was not a middle ground. It wasn't an in-between, a maintenance program for people that were had a ability to have somebody watch over them while they progressed.
That had that physical therapy background.
Right.
So what does that look like? Is that...
It's different for every person. So when they come in, our program generally focuses, because we go to people's homes too, and then we have a group class we do. So in the group class, they generally bond with each other, and we use the core basics of everything and move from strengthening to functional movements to balance. And that's usually the core program of our group program that we have. But when we do individuals, it's generally focused on what you want to work on.
Got it. So my question is, do people find you directly, or are they referred to you via their physical
Our
therapy?
strongest thing is a referral.
Especially for the rehab program. So like when we first started, we reached out to TPMG and local facilities in the area. We did a few speeches, which was a struggle to get through in the beginning.
Wow.
But in turn, it got us the rehab clients, and those clients tend to refer out.
Okay. And I understand there's some other things that you do that distinguish you from other facilities. You guys host various events.
Yeah, we have our fitness glow parties, which is very fun. It's a lot of team building, and we like it because it's a way for vendors to expose themselves as well. We also have foods there that focus on healthy eating, so we'll have snacks that's geared towards around what you should be eating. We also do fitness games. We'll do line dances just to break up the struggle of your workout.
Those two don't sound like they go together. Like, what is a fitness game? I'm thinking torture.
It's not torture. It's
Help me out.
So one of our games is, we call it football huddle. So we put a balloon in the middle, and somebody's on the outside trying to get into the huddle, trying to get the balloon. And then we have tic-tac-toe. So you do a exercise, you run through some cones, you come back, you pick up a cone, and you place it down before the other team.
But you're not thinking about it because they're competing.
Right.
And these are people who don't even know each other. They may have seen each other once or twice before. They just there because, we promoted it, or friends of friends. And they just working together to complete the task. Don't even know
they're
they're
not
working out.
thinking about.
Absolutely.
Kind of like when my nieces tricked me into playing Red Rover.
Right.
You guys play Red Rover?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, those are little kids. And here I am diving through.
Right.
And then, waking up the next morning, not being able to move.
Right.
Wow. So a fitness go party. Is that something that you all will do on a mobile basis as well? Like, will you bring a fitness party?
We are open to it.
What a clever idea.
We are even open to training on the other side of the water if it's enough people that get together in the group to make it worth a while. We actually have listeners everywhere, all over the country, iHeartRadio, etc. But you guys are located where physically? Here in Newport News, Virginia. Okay, Newport News. Where exactly? Our new location is 9515 Warwick Boulevard. I hadn't gotten this update. Yes. 95. Yeah, we actually signed the lease yesterday, so we are super excited. What is it, 9515 Warwick Boulevard. 9515 Warwick Boulevard. Okay. And how frequently are you hosting the Fitness Go parties? We try to do it quarterly, but since we had to find a new location, we kind of pushed the date back to this one. Okay. But in general, a few times a year, people can schedule to have a party with us as well. Okay. So if you want to have a girls' night out, celebrate your birthday in a fitness way, you can contact us and we'll schedule your Make 'em Sweat party. Make 'em sweat. Absolutely. I'm writing that down. That's clever. Make 'em sweat. Okay. Exciting. Super exciting. What else do you want to share by way of fitness? Do you guys, I know you said education is part of your model.
It's a big part of our model. We want to make sure that you don't beat yourself up. We don't focus on scale. We focus on actual body fat composition and on how you feel and your functional mobility. So that is a strong component of us.
I really like that. Because a lot of us, we weigh ourselves every day.
Yeah, you drive yourself so crazy stepping on that scale. Oh, I gained 5 pounds, or I came, or I lost 5 pounds, and you're not really focusing on the bigger picture.
Which is how you feel.
People cannot compare themselves to others. You have to understand that, first of all, it's the amount of work that you choose to put in. It's how you choose your diet. And it's just all on your goals. Everyone is not shaped the same. Everybody... makeup is not the same, so you cannot compare yourself to the next and say, oh, well, she did it in 30 days, but you may not. You probably can't. Right. It just depends on you.
We don't believe in fast results because if you lose it fast, you're going to gain it right back fast. So we never focus on that. We focus on a long-term thing.
It's a lifestyle change. It's not just, let me do this quick diet, lose 30 pounds. You need a lifestyle change, like healthy eating. Like you can be skinny and be unhealthy.
Because when I was 20 and skinny,
you could be vegan and unhealthy.
Right.
Agreed. Because you eat a lot of pastas and things of that nature.
A lot of chips, a lot of fries.
Yes, on the fries.
Wow. So let's talk about, and this is always a fun thing. We're focused on education and empowering business owners. You guys are accomplishing something right now that a lot of us haven't been able to figure out, and that's partnership.
I can say that we have definitely had our ups and downs, but one thing I can say is that neither one of us sugarcoats what we say. So she doesn't take offense to what I say, and I don't take offense to what she say. We might don't talk for a few hours.
But we always come back.
We always come right back because we know things got to get done.
Right. I think our parents built us like that. I've kind of gravitated.
We definitely have tough skin.
Right. My parents are military based, and she's from Baltimore, so it's very, we don't like she said, we don't sugarcoat anything. And we're very headstrong, so sometimes we do have to take a break and then come back. So we see that a lot. But the business
never neglects from it. We keep working.
And the positive is when one of us, we do need we need mental health days sometimes. So when one of us is tired, the other
That's a gentle way of putting it.
Right. One of us picks back up because you can't get burnt out in this business, especially trying to be very accommodating.
I will book a flight and I'll text her I'll be back in 4 days.
Wow, nice. So it sounds like, though, what I'm hearing is you guys are really committed to this relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you guys are talking about taking breaks. A lot of people just talk about, severing the relationship entirely.
Right. No. We realize that in a business, sometimes a partnership does work because she has strengths that I don't have.
And how long have you all been working together?
Oh, my God. So
we went to school together at Norfolk State.
Okay.
Yes. So we done studied together. Went to lunch together. Yeah, studied at home. Like, she knew me before I was married and had kids. Right. So I've known her for years.
She's known me since my kids were like babies.
And I can't say that in a
So we're talking about
setting.
We're talking about 5 years, 10 years?
Oh, no.
15 years?
2004.
My oldest is 14.
And my oldest is 20.
So, years.
Right.
But as far as the partnership with the gym, we've been in business for officially 3 years now. And in a physical therapy setting, employment setting, we never worked at the same place. But we still always communicated.
Right. And that's one thing that's big with us is communication. No matter if you don't want to hear what I got to say, we do realize that you still need to hear your each one's opinion and verb and listen to it and just be like, okay, let me just take it in for a second before I even respond.
She's good at that.
Wow. So it sounds like, I mean, you guys have worked together long enough, got to know strengths, weaknesses, and balance one another out.
Right. And there's no judgment. I think that's the biggest thing too. There's no judgment between us. Like if
no,
it's no shame, no judgment.
I mean, we literally seen us start from the bottom. Like, she met me a spoiled kid, probably at Norfolk State. You know, when I met her, she was a single mom of 3. You know, she was older than us, so we have seen the come up. We have seen the growth.
Good. Congrats. I mean, that in and of itself is a significant accomplishment. So what's next in terms of the business? Where do you all see yourselves? 5 years, 10 years? Is there a plan for expansion?
That is my goal. My ultimate goal is to be able to franchise Fitness Plus. I want Fitness Plus to maybe be the next Anytime Fitness or the next Planet Fitness. But like we said, we offer something different. We have a rehab aspect of it. We have parties. It's not just come swipe in and come to the gym. I want that piece to go further because there's so many people that need it. There's so many seniors I help that they need what we did.
Right.
What portion of your business would you say comes from rehab? I know we said it was the core, but I'm wondering, are you really seeing that many elderly and things like that come through?
We do. The special thing about our program is we don't keep them long term. They come back. And when they come back to us after doing it on their own for so long and wanting that social component back in it, it's really great. So we have a nice size of them that cycle right back through. So I think that's a good
some, like Mr. Well, I can't say his name, but he's been with us since the beginning, but he has dementia, so he needs the consistency of it.
Right.
And the community of it, too, it sounds like.
Right.
Wow. If you've just tuned in, this is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, getting lost in the conversation with Tiffany Terrell and Winter Winston. They are the co-owners of Fitness Plus LLC, talking about their fitness business, which is centered around, it seems like, rehab, really loving the event aspect of it. I definitely think there's a lot of room, a lot of potential for growth there. Because people, I don't know, the trend is, what new thing can we do together?
Right.
You know, what event can we go to?
Wants that social component, wants to work out with somebody. And we're big on...
Remember when pole fitness line?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that when that was a huge thing, stilettos? Yeah. That was a thing for a while. You know, that was
it's still a thing.
Is it still a thing?
In Virginia, I don't want to say Virginia, but the fun aspect always has to come back. Which is why we started the glow parties. We wanted people to think it's not just a chore. Because we also do boot camp classes and small group training and personal training. But they always want that fun aspect in it. And it lets you to just hang out with your friends or hang out with people that you don't even know. And just hang loose and do actual fitness component stuff.
And you're glowing in the dark. You get bracelets.
Wow. I saw you guys have a new video. I shared that this morning on Facebook. Very, very nice. So in these couple minutes that remain, please tell people again, reiterate your address, your website. We got a minute left. How can people reach you?
Well, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Fitness Plus LLC. Our contact number is 757-509-7244. And our new address is 9515 Woolwick Boulevard, and that's in Newport News.
I'm going to have you say all that one more time for the people that were just arriving back at work.
All right. You can find us on you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Fitness Plus LLG. You can contact us at 757-509-7244. And our new address is 9515 Woolwick Boulevard in Newport News.
Website, one more time. Don't hate me.
Is www.fitplusgymllc.com.
fitplusgymllc.com. Okay. We coming to see you, ladies.
Yes.
I gotta have that fitness go party at some point.
And the next one is Caribbean themed.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Do we have a date for that one?
August 17th.
Caribbean themed
We're
glow
gonna be
party.
celebrating my birthday.
She's turning 40.
Congratulations. Wow. August 17th. What time?
6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Perfect. All right, ladies, we got to get out of here. Thanks
Thank
again.
you so much for having us.
We'll have you back again soon.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. A few more events coming up that I'll share with you as we transition. The 2019 Black Business Banquet is happening in Topeka, Kansas. Join us again as we celebrate Black business achievement, excellence, and to recognize those entrepreneurs pursuing their dreams and creating jobs and opportunities in Topeka County, Kansas. This year, we'll provide information about new opportunities available through countywide sales tax for economic development, update the attendees on state policies that impact their businesses, and take questions on how they can build a better network that addresses their business needs through advocacy and direct action. So if you're tuning in from that region, the event's happening Thursday, June 20th from 6 to 9 p.m. And tickets are now on sale. Got our next guest here. Super, super excited to chat with Mr. Durham Flood. He's a personal trainer and gym owner of Fitness First Training Services. Fitness First Training Services is a team of committed and caring trainers who are striving to empower individuals to a healthier lifestyle. Fitness First Training Services specializes in life-changing fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle programs to fit a person's goals and needs through personal and group training, boot camps, psych, coaching, meal suggestion, and health education. We're going to have him break all those things down. Welcome, 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 Duran. How are you?
Hello.
Can I call you Duran? I got to call you Flood.
Please.
Flood, welcome.
Please. Hello.
How are you?
I'm nervous. How are you?
Oh my goodness. Don't be nervous. It's good to have you here. Listen, super excited about your gym. Love watching you on social media and seeing the kind of results you are getting, helping your clients really to achieve. Talk about your brand. What distinguishes you from the other fitness deals that are out here?
I think the name is, basically what matters the most. Fitness first. It's a mentality. When I'm talking to my clients, and if I have trainers around, it's really important that we enforce that mentality. When you're eating something, when you're getting up, whether it's going up the stairs or taking the elevator, especially if you have fitness goals, think about fitness first, please. Because,
wow.
I
didn't know why you had the name Fitness First, but I get it.
Right.
You're saying prioritize. Fitness.
Yes.
Nice.
That's great.
See?
You're great.
Okay, so what can I expect to experience if I decide to become a member of your gym?
Well, I've been waiting on you to become a member of my gym for a very long time. It's all good.
Times two.
Yeah, passionate, best effort from your trainer, and results. That's the most important thing.
So is it I guess what I'm asking you is it a personal training focused environment? Like if I come be a member, am I definitely going to be working with someone?
Yes, it's training services. So it isn't like an open gym situation. You will be assigned, hopefully me, mainly me, and all that comes with me.
What does that mean, Flood?
Unrelenting, just passion towards people's fitness goals and just getting healthy and strong and impressive. I like the word impressive. I like for my clients to be impressive.
Okay. I like the model, though. You're saying that you're not just an open gym.
No.
So you come in, you get assigned a personal trainer.
Yes.
That means it's a custom solution.
Right. It's very intimate setting, and the culture is really inviting as well. So, again, you'll get assigned to a trainer, and we'll give you the best workout of your life. Guaranteed. Bar none. No competition.
So you may have been listening earlier. We had Linnea coming in, and she was talking about how with yoga, you don't already have to be at a certain place to get started.
Right. And it's the same thing. All fitness levels are welcome. If you have back issues, if you have knee issues, if you have shoulder issues, we work around all of that. We improve all of those things.
What qualifies you to do that, would you say?
Just me. And then my resume. I've plenty of testimonials of people having back problems, knee problems, shoulder problems, and through just not really rigorous training, but there's a methodology to go about doing all of those things. You take somebody from 0, but the end game is always 100. So I might start at a 5, you might start at a 10, but the goal is for both of us to start at 100. Well, end at 100. Excuse me. Right.
I like it. I know you have some varied equipment in your gym.
Right.
Talk about it from that angle. I mean, are we talking about you're not just a machines guy? You got different kinds of things you do, right?
Right. I have. When you walk into the gym, it will definitely look like a full-service gym. We have half racks. We have ellipticals. We have dumbbells, free weights. We have conditioning equipment from rowers to battle ropes to box jumps and everything in between. Right.
Awesome. You sound like this is your life. I'm curious to know, how'd you get into the business? Why did you get into the business?
Well, it started out wanting to be a performance coach for children, youth, and that kind of catapulted me into training parents. And then the parents became really, 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 really excited about the opportunity too. So I was training young athletes and their parents sometimes at the same time. Parents may, start in the mornings, and then I'll see their student athletes in the evening. And after a while, my personal training, weight loss business grew to a point where it became an independent situation of its own. And now I'm in a position where most of the student athletes that I train now are free because, it's just something that I've always been tied to, being a former athlete. And so my personal training services basically finance free training for student athletes. I'm really proud about that too.
Yeah, that's really cool. Let's talk through some tips. Health tips. Maybe you want to do some food tips. I mean, I know we're all, I've heard people say, you can actually achieve your goals through change your diet alone. I've heard other people say you can achieve your goals through, exercise alone.
Right.
I feel like you have a balance there.
Absolutely. That's the word that I like to throw out all the time, balance. Balance is super important when it comes to wellness. Wellness is a combination of a couple of things: fitness, nutrition, and your psychological health, meaning like just happiness. And when it comes to the nutritional piece, specifically, balance is fruits, vegetables, and protein. Right. So ideally, what I would suggest somebody to eat is, make sure you have a balance of all three. You're eating your fruits, you're eating your vegetables, and you're eating some type of protein.
What's your perspective there?
If you're asking me personally how I eat and how I suggest my clients to eat, a lean animal protein, salmon, chicken, turkey, vegetables, green leafy vegetables specifically, and then, some fruits, and stay away from, processed food.
That's a big one.
Right.
What are the dangers of processed foods?
Cancer. Absolutely cancer. Cancer, obesity, fatigue, any negative situation you can imagine your body to be in, that is definitely the outcome from eating processed food. And also, I would like to highlight sugar. Sugar is just as bad as processed food. People can get really addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that it's classified by the FDA as a drug. I mean,
absolutely.
It is, in fact, addictive. Okay, so this sounds sort of keto-esque, your diet model.
Right.
Yes? No?
No, not really.
So we're okay with a little bit of carb?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually endorse carbs. I eat oats all the time, and that's really high in carbs. Keto, actually, they are high fat. Avocados, olive oil, which is great. But, again, balance is really important for me. So if you're going to have, those healthy fats, please. But also eat those in conjunction with your carbs and your protein and your vegetables and your fruits and everything else.
Wow. How long have you been in business?
Opened the gym up 3 years ago, but I've been a trainer for 5 years.
All right. Let's end on one tip for somebody who is looking to be your competition. Maybe in another state, though, because we have listeners everywhere.
Right. Learn marketing. Please.
Huge.
Yeah, please learn marketing. All the trainers that I know are amazing trainers. I've never met a really bad trainer, but they don't understand business. And building a business is more than just your muscles or what you can do with a client one-on-one. You have to learn how to lure people in, and that is marketing. Please learn marketing.
You figure you mastered it?
Oh, I am the truth.
Are you?
Yes.
Blood, this has been fun. I appreciate you joining the show today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do this again. Obviously, there's a huge need for this kind of focus in our community. And so whenever we circle back to fitness, I'll certainly invite you back.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much.
All righty.
Episode 37 has been fun. I want to wrap up with just a couple things here. Definitely tune into next week's show, June 12th. We'll be focused on social entrepreneurship. We will feature Karen Bailey of Youth and Family Empowerment Services, Jacqueline Glass of Your Neighbor's Hood, and Winter Savage of Fashion for Awareness. We'll be learning about how we can empower our community through entrepreneurship. Thanks again for tuning in. We look forward to talking next week. Phenomenal. Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram. And then follow us on Twitter as well at BWS Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said and I will continue to say that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party.
Hey, yo, when I say black, you say Wall Street.
Phenomenal.
Black Wall Street. When I say black, you say Wall Street. Black. When I say black, you say Wall Street. Black. When I say black, you say Wall Street. Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street.